You are about to listen to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening to us at MaximumThreshold.net. Horns up, fists in the air.
Hi.
Hello, Biff.
Are you all right?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Hey, you got Dom here, Dave, and Michael here on Maximum Threshold Radio, and it's really cool to have you on our show here.
Yes, good evening, Biff.
Hello, Biff.
Yeah, hello. Nice to meet you all. It's good to be there on the airwaves.
Nice. It's about time. We've been trying to get you on here for, about 6 years now, and it's always been something always happened when we weren't able to coordinate. I even tried tracking you guys down when you went to like South America and everything, and we just couldn't really connect over the years.
Well, there you go. It just goes to show that good things always come to the guys that stick it the longest.
That's right. I was even trying last year, but you guys went right past Cleveland and went right to Detroit.
Yeah. I'll sack the manager.
Well, we do play Denim and Leather a lot. That's one of that's one of my favorite songs.
It's one of the first songs. Well, it's probably one of the first songs anybody ever wrote about an audience. So it's a bit of a unique song, really, for its time.
I remember, just growing up, you have your certain songs that stick in your head that makes you think about when you were a kid, or even take you back to that certain era of when metal was starting to blow up on the scene, and everybody was just starting to feel the fury of the music and actually, be part of it. And listen to early Saxon as a kid growing up, it was the first time I ever picked up that air guitar and was just throwing down, with Motorcycle Man and all those great songs from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose we were the band for that generation, really. Mm-hmm. Maiden were the same.
Oh yeah.
But writing songs like Denim and Leather and things like this, it was just great, really, writing about what we felt.
Mm-hmm. Now, through the years, you guys have had a real strong progression in your music, and I think you guys have, really catapulted yourself as musicians. And do you feel like you guys have taken your music, like over the years, into a whole different level than you had when you first came out?
Yeah, I think so. I think the secret is not to forget your past and your roots,
Mm-hmm.
though. I think always stay in connection with it if you can.
Mm-hmm.
But try and move forward. I think this album, a little bit of the spirit of the 80s with it, because it's a bit more written from the heart, not the head, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So this album has a little bit more of that going on with it, a bit more passion in there for the music type thing.
What would you think is more of your influence in this latest one as compared to the Call to Arms? Because I know this has more of that strong feel. Like if you listen to the new Accept and the last Accept record, you could throw this new Saxon like right next to them and say, "Hey, man, everybody must have been in the same room listening to each other play for a while."
Well, I haven't really heard the latest Accept record, but yeah, I like the last, the big comeback one they did.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one. I produced this one myself, and I just wanted it to be more in your face, really. I wanted it to be more Gibsons, more Marshalls, and like I say, more written from the heart, really. I think getting Andy Sneap to mix it. It's really a coincidence, really, that he worked with Accept. I quite like his work with Killswitch Engage and Megadeth. So, his style of mixing suits what we're doing, really, and he's a huge fan of the 80s music as well. So it works really well together.
Okay, so before we get into a couple serious questions. Where can everybody find your music and all the informations about any potential Saxon tours and buy Saxon official merchandise?
They can go on Saxon747.com. I mean, that's our official site, so they can go on there and check out all the dates, all the interviews, all the news, all the podcasts. We're on Facebook. We just got the 100,000th member friend the other day. He's just won a massive package, or her, I don't know who's won it, but somebody has. So yeah, we're all over the place. YouTube, our latest videos on YouTube. Got a nice girl in it, so I'm sure the guys will like to see that. So yeah, we're all over the place. You just have to punch in Saxon on Google, and we come up. Sometimes the furniture store comes up first, but we're usually number one on Google.
So, if you didn't do this new album, would you have thrown your hat in the ring to become the new Pope?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really know what that question is.
How do you see her?
Is the new Pope a metal fan?
I hope so. I think he's from Argentina or something like that.
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
Yeah,
I think
he's from South America. He might be a bit of a metal man.
We'll be seeing the pictures that are photoshopped pretty soon of him in the pit.
throwing his hat, throwing that robe around. I guess he's Pope Francis is the name he took, and he was from Argentina. Like at first, I thought he might have been like the original drummer from Sepultura, but then when they said Argentina instead of Brazil,
we're going down there in a week, so we'll ask some people down there what they think.
Cool.
Good look to him. That's what I say.
Back here on your latest release, Sacrifice. Here, the 10 tracks you have on there, which one do you think is the strongest one, personally, that you put out there?
That's difficult because there's some very strong songs on there. Mm-hmm. I like Made in Belfast. That's a pretty unique song. I like Standing in the Queue because that's quite funny. Mm-hmm. Sacrifice takes your head up. There's some great songs on there, really. And I can't really pick one, really. It's very difficult.
Well, I know when I was listening to this, I've given this thing a real strong listen over and over and over, and just making it past the first round through, I was like, man, this is a really good record, man, and I really hope this really takes off, and because it's really strong. And there's not like a song that's like a sissy song in there at all. And I think if you listen to these over and over and over, it really would be embedded in your head. And I think this is one that will last time for a while.
Yeah, what's your favorite then?
Oh, Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, yeah, it's a great song. Takes you in straight away. Mm-hmm. It's a good subject, human sacrifice. Mm-hmm.
So, Biff, I have a question for you. After all the years together as the band, how do you guys come up with material? Does each individual member bring stuff to the band, or do you do it as a band?
Well, both really. We bring individual stuff, and then we sort of look at it together, So, I might have an idea, or Doug or Paul might have an idea, or even Nigel sometimes has ideas, and we'll put them all in the pot, and then we'll work on them. And if there's something that we like, then that one gets worked on, and it's priority, really. That's how we do it. Anything we don't like, we get rid of it. Mm-hmm.
How many songs did you guys put together that didn't make on this one, like total?
I would say there was maybe 3 or 4 that didn't make it. It's difficult, really. Some things don't really interest us anymore. That we get bored of them, so we stop writing. And that's how it goes, really. If we don't like them after about 2 or 3 days, then we get rid of them.
I gotcha.
And so, you're one of the originals of heavy metal. Everybody knows that without question. What inspired you when you guys were first coming up? What made you decide not to be in a pipe and drum marching band and to do heavy metal?
No, not really. I really got into the guitar stuff. The Kinks were fantastic. All those early sort of late 60s bands, I really liked them. All that sort of loud guitar, long hair, the Pretty Things, Rolling Stones. I love The Who, Won't Get Fooled Again, ultimate rock song. Led Zeppelin's first album. And all that scene was happening when I was quite young as well. So, I was very influenced by all that.
Very cool. I have a couple questions for you too. Now, you've seen music come, you've seen music go, you've seen the rise of metal, you've seen it where it took a back burner to grunge and then the rebirth of metal again. Is there any band that you've seen that you were just absolutely shocked that they actually baited, because you might have seen them like in the beginning stages, like, oh, these guys are horrible, how could they do it? And then 10 years later they're winning Grammys or multi-platinum records. Any bands that you saw? No,
not really. I mean, the thing is, in our genre, really, I mean, you have to be fairly good. You have to be pretty good at writing rock songs to become, to be around for a long time. I think the songs are the things that keep you, I mean, it's like some of our songs are in the DNA of rock, aren't they? Like Maidens and Priest. And
yes.
Like that. And, I think the grunge thing came along with Nirvana, and Pearl Jam and all that sort of stuff. And they had their big songs as well,
Well, metal now on its rebirth. What I'm hoping for...
I just think every generation of fans have their own music and they have their own bands, and, the bands that are around now that are doing it. Now, I suppose Foo Fighters, in a way, are sort of newish, although they've been around for a while. I suppose they're getting a lot of attention, aren't they? And that sort of thing, I mean. I don't know if the Foo Fighters will last 35 years or not. I don't know. So,
I mean, I know it's a little early, but is there a chance come December there might be a Saxon Christmas album? I mean, I think it'd be great, instead of like, like leather and jeans and leather, it'd be like Santa and Nick, and stuff like that.
But denim and bells.
Yeah, it'd be like Satins and bells,
No, I don't think we're going to do that. Sorry to disappoint you.
I think it'd be great. It's a good concept, though.
It's a great idea. But, we'll leave that to other bands.
You never know the future.
You never know.
Enough money gets thrown at you. You never know.
Ring me up tomorrow and say, I'm going to offer you $1 million to do a Christmas album. And then I'm going to go, no.
If they said $2 million, you do a Hanukkah album.
Yeah, that'd be great. Could you imagine a Hanukkah album with bagpipes and it could be dreidels and matzah?
Oh dear, you're daft, you two.
Spin dreidels and matzah, spin them together.
Yeah. You write the music, I'll do the lyrics. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Yes. Send me the stuff over the internet. We'll have a listen.
We had a question that came from one of our listeners asking, is there any truth in a rumor that you would be interested in doing a duet with Lizzie Hale on one of their upcoming records?
With who?
With Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm.
Hailstorm?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not heard that.
Then it must have been a bad rumor I heard then the day they're setting up to me.
Yeah, I mean, they might have been in touch. I don't know. I mean, we're really busy. Sometimes I don't get messages, so I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
It sounds like a good idea. I've just done some work on the Advantasia album.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. How was that?
It's good. It's a rock opera.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know much about it, really. I was just singing on the album, really. So
nice.
I didn't write the lyrics or the album, so I don't really know. But it sounds pretty good,
Yeah, you have that voice
when I was doing it.
Yeah, you have that voice that's versatile, man. I think you can cover a couple different genres, like in hard rock and metal. And I think
you could hear me do Frank Sinatra, mate. It's fantastic.
I would like to hear something like that. That'd be cool.
I'd rather hear some Tom Jones coming out of you.
I think that's what we could do, a metal Frank Sinatra. That'd be good.
Like how Pat Boone did that In the Metal Mood.
Oh, shit, yeah, I did, didn't he? Forget it then.
No, and you could reverse it. You could do the lounge stuff metal style.
I could do Pat Boone metal. That'd be good.
Yeah. So
don't know any of his songs, though. Let's get serious.
No, neither does anybody else.
Pack it in.
So,
who designed the cover of the album? I'm curious on this. I'm loving the cover. Who designed that?
A friend of mine, when I came back from Mexico last year with the Sacrifice idea, I got some Mayan bits of Mayan artwork with me, Mayan artwork, and I talked to the guy. The guy that does our artwork is the guy that did the Crusader album. So he's been working with us for quite some time. So we had a chat about it, and we came up with that Mayan face, that tongue, that sort of sun god thing, which worked really well.
Wait a minute, that looks like it ends December 22nd, 2012.
No, that's the calendar. No, that's gone.
So, you're a legendary figure in metal. To all true metalheads, everybody knows Biff Byford. I probably said it wrong. But in Saxon, were there coming up along the ways? Were there any bands that became big, famous bands that asked you to join them?
Yeah, I got asked. I think I got asked to join Black Sabbath.
That's a big band. You don't get much bigger than that.
I don't think they asked me personally. They talked to our record company and our management. So it didn't really work. When Dio left Black Sabbath, the first time after must have been Heaven and Hell, was it?
Yeah.
Album.
But didn't they do?
Or was it Mob Rules? Anyway, when Dio left, I think they asked me to join.
Yeah, I think they did 2 albums before Dio left the first time.
Yeah, I think they asked me to join. But I did ask Tony Iommi about that last time I saw him, and he couldn't remember.
Big shock there.
that was all right, yeah. So.
He couldn't remember what year. That was 30 years ago, so there's no way you'd remember that.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to remember. I didn't even remember it, but I was talking to an old manager, and actually on the interview, on the DVD we got, the Heavy Metal Thunder, the movie, I was talking to one of the old managers, and he said, yeah, you got asked to join Def Leppard, Black Sabbath. I was like, what? He's going, yeah, they asked you to join. So I said, well, that would have been great. Anyway, whatever.
Would you have done it if you would have known?
Well, I might have done 1 album. That would have been cool, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, it would have been very cool.
I wouldn't have had to have left Saxon. I could have just gone on holiday and done a Black Sabbath album. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you'd get more respect than Bill Ward gets from them.
Oh. Poor Bill Ward.
Yeah, poor Bill Ward.
Poor Bill Ward has to sit home and count his money.
Biff, just a couple more things. We'll let you go here. But once again, I want to touch on the latest release, Saxon's Sacrifice. And it's a powerful record, from beginning to end, track after track. It's definitely one that when you put it in your car and you're driving around, it's definitely going to make you step on the pedal a little bit more.
Absolutely. This album.
Absolutely. It's fast driving music.
Oh, yeah.
This new Saxon album, much like all the other Saxon albums, gets the maximum threshold seal of approval, which is 2 fists up in the air with the horns hanging high.
Well, that's fantastic.
Biff, can you do us a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you do a promo ID for us? Just say your name and your band you're with. You listen to Maximum Threshold and throw something crazy out at the end of it.
With what? With something else? Maximum what?
Maximum
Graveyard.
Yeah, there you go.
Maximum Threshold. Yeah?
Yes.
And just say you're from Black Sabbath.
Just stop it. Come on. Get the thing out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Maximum Threshold? Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, this is Biff Byford from Saxon. You're listening to Maximum Threshold. Come on, rock up your eyebrows.
Perfect.
That was great.
Okay.
Yeah, Biff, I definitely thank you very much for taking time out and talking with us and covering Sacrifice and just letting us be part of the magic here of Saxon and getting the word out there.
And thank you for...
Yeah, get the word out there. We definitely need the word out there. And thanks very much, guys. That's fantastic.
Thank you for 30-plus years of metal mayhem, Biff.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I never got paid either,
Well, if it makes you feel better, I listen for free.
Oh, yeah, great. That's all right.
I buy the albums. I don't get paid to listen to them.
No, well, I make the albums. I don't get paid to make them.
So what this metal thing is, basically, it's the Titanic.
It is. It's Horns Up Free. That's what it is.
At least we're all together, right?
Yeah, definitely. We'll all be down together singing Denim and Leather.
That's right.
The Christmas version.
The band's played on, yeah. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, Biffy, I want to thank you very much for being on our show here tonight.
No, thank you very much. See you later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Strong, better there are none. Building mighty monuments of the sea. Bend the heavy steel, lay the massive keel. The greatest ships the world has ever seen. Pulling out together, boys, slaving for the boss's boys. Got to meet the deadline now. Pulling all together, boys. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast. When the river's glowing white, hammered in until they're tight. Inch by inch she rises from the quay. Night and day we toil and sweat. Got to work, free from debt. Side by side we forge this legacy. Pulling out together, boys, slaving for the boss's boys. Got to meet the deadline now. Pulling all together, boys. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast. Wood and steel, gilt and glass, everything was made first class. Nothing spared, the finest in the world. We see them now in picture books, built by you on Belfast docks. The greatest ships the world has ever seen. Pulling all together, boys, slaving for the boss's boys. Got to meet the deadline now. Pulling all together, boys. Pulling all together, boys. Slaving for the boss's boys. Got to meet the deadline now. Pulling all together, boys. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast. Made in Belfast.
You have just listened to an exclusive interview on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for listening and please visit us at MaximumThreshold.net.